Oh, that seems to be working. You just want to check it, dude? If you can at all? You just want to check my streams, make sure it's working fine?
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
Cheers.
Let me open it up now.
YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I'm opening up a tab, so I'm gonna go ahead right in there. And what am I looking for? Mumsy?
Yeah, Mumsy Gaming.
And I'll put YouTube. Mumsy Gaming YouTube. Okay. Mumsy Wumsy. Is that you?
No, Mumsy MUMSY Gaming.
Yeah, there's a Mumsy Wumsy too.
No, well, it's not me, dude.
Wow.
Come on.
I know. Relax, relax. Oh. I found you. Alright, I see you.
My webcam's still working.
Yeah, I mean it's delayed when I hear you.
Of course,
because I can hear myself. Yeah. I see it.
It's always delayed.
Yeah, what's nice is you could build in your camera for your picture and everything right here and all that.
No, I can do that.
That's okay.
I can do that on the other, on Twitch as well.
What do you got there? A piece of cheese in front of your face or what?
No, it's the phone on my mic.
I was only joking. I knew that.
So I can have the fan on me and not be annoying.
No, it makes sense. No, so it looks really good. The quality looks good.
So that's at the 1440p. So you can
but you know what? This looks better than Twitch.
Yeah, you can actually downgrade the size here instantly, whereas Twitch, you've got to wait till I get 50 followers, etc. before I can stream correctly.
But I like the quality. This difference is much nicer.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But I thought I would give the other way a try. So you got this.
This is much better than Twitch, I think.
Yeah. What I might do is quick travel.
The quality of the graphics is good.
That's what I wanted, because I didn't want it to be looking crappy continuously like it used to. I'll be back in a second. Oop.
Sure.
The other problem is I don't know, if I smoke, will it get taken down or,
Oh yeah, I don't know if there's a way you could just put a picture up of you in between the time that you do that or not.
Probably. I don't know how to do it yet. Get a drink.
I'm sure there's a, like a standard picture you can put up while you do that, and then you can take that off and go back to live, right?
Yeah, probably.
Because I'm sure they don't want people in there, smoking pot or whatever, right?
Well,
they don't know.
Smoking pot. So.
No, I didn't say that. But I mean, people would do that, right?
Well, and it is legal now in some states in America, so, and other countries. Who are they to dictate what people do?
Right. Oh, that's kind of cool. All these, I can see all these flags that you're talking about. That's that purpose of having that up there, huh? That's cool at the beginning, but as you drive, that might get annoying.
Get used to it. Get used to it quickly.
I see you got your dog. Where's your cat? Dog and a deer and a puppy?
Oh, I'm on multiplayer, so can't have all the good stuff.
Can't have some of that stuff, yeah.
Because apparently, that's too much of an issue. So I'm trying to find a job to Russia. To a different location in Russia. Oh, look at that. St. Petersburg. Right there.
Mm.
I'll take it. And then what I need to do is open up YouTube on my phone.
I haven't tried it for my phone. Just for my desktop. Like,
you can probably hear Mona.
yeah, I mean, look, I'll look on my phone. That's a good idea. Try that. Let's look here. There's YouTube. Thing.
Alrighty.
See.
Well, if you subscribe on the website, it'll automatically go over to your...
These subscribers. Oh, let me hit subscribe. Tap the what? I guess I get notices from now on. You'll get all notifications.
Yes, you will.
Let me look at the live piece now and put it on my phone. Actually, the graphics great. You know what I have? I have a Galaxy S9, so it's you know, it's not the latest, but it's still pretty damn good phone. But it's the graphics are perfect.
What size is it showing for you?
Oh, you mean the pixel
resolution? Yeah.
I don't know yet. I need to check, but it looks good to me. I'm not sure where to check that. Oh, quality 1440.
Oh, so you get the full resolution.
Yeah, 1440 p60. But it's perfect.
Oh, did I just miss my... Friggin' did. Oh no. Too busy moving stuff around.
Huh.
I gotta...
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, I gotta reset all my buttons. Because at the moment...
Yeah, I like this better.
Yeah. It might take a bit longer to break it, or make it. But I can change my Twitch thing to say I'm now streaming on YouTube. Follow me there.
Well, you can, that'd be interesting if YouTube allowed a way to simulcast, you know, broadcast from YouTube, simulcast to Twitch.
Well, it's got nothing to do with them. It's running software and bandwidth.
Yeah.
That's where the issue lies.
Yeah.
And then having two sources to have open to read chat from two different places. I need to get another monitor, that's the main thing. So does that super chat thing show up?
Yeah. It shows up on my phone.
Yeah. It should show up whether you're on your phone or on the website. Because I'm going to delete this one, probably.
Whenever I'm on YouTube, it asks me to kind of join this, pay a fee, you know, like for YouTube Premium, which I don't care for.
Oh, you don't have to do it. It does that to everyone.
But what's nice about this is YouTube allows me to, for example, I can go in here and I can share this to my TV,
Mm-hmm.
to my Shield.
Yeah.
So I can watch that directly on my TV.
Hmm.
And that's much easier. On Twitch, I can't do that.
Well, connection has been broken. You will be automatically reconnected.
That's a benefit, though.
Yes. Connection was on the 30. Jesus. For the people that were supposedly here.
How many? 3?
Oh no, it's come like 20 something people
Oh, I didn't see that.
in the area. Like the Players Near You thing just went mental.
Oh, wow.
Like a glove. Alright, let's rock and roll.
I can just say, like, hello, and it should show up from my phone. Just put it out there.
Yep.
You should see it in the chat.
Yes. Again. Hello, Thomas.
Okay, good. Yep.
You've gone with Thomas on there, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's a long time ago. I can't change it. I probably could.
Yeah.
But what's the point? And then, looking here. So I'm gonna go back to the desktop one and see again what that
That looks like.
shows.
Right on.
Yeah, so that worked. Came up on my desktop as well. Top chat, and then you've got live chat. All messages are visible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Send an emoji. So you can do all kinds of things. Huh. Babs, YouTube TV, YouTube Gaming. So they do have a gaming section.
Yep. They surely do.
Creator.
Well, what I'm hoping that this job does is it just takes me straight to, well, it'll be 2 out of 5 with a exclave job in the Baltic Sea. So you got to
What's your
go from Kaliningrad.
what? Yeah. What's your library allowed to hold?
What do you mean?
YouTube. Well, I mean, when you are recording and you keep clips of your videos and they start to build up there, they're stored on a cloud on your account, I meant.
Well, there's YouTubers with thousands of videos, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know
Thousands.
whether or not if
And
they
there's-
limited you.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
I just think it'd be better to stream my Stobart job record attempt on here
Sure.
over
Sure.
Twitch. You know, because yeah, like you were saying, I think the quality's better because I can stream
Sure.
in my actual native resolution. I don't have to downscale it. 70.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest differences. So it doesn't look squished.
That's what I
and
would look at, right?
stuff. Straight down to 40, huh? Or 60 down to 40.
There she's actually got a. Someone's rebroadcasted her videos too on Bravo Chick. Bravo Convoying Good Time. And she says be sure to check Bravo out at her Twitch account. Somebody else put it together for her and put her posts out there, so she's not broadcasting live from there.
To here.
But the quality is much better on YouTube, and
Mm-hmm.
it just comes down to the following, really. Where are you going to get the greatest following from?
I think here.
Hmm.
I would say here over the other place.
Yeah, probably.
Especially when the quality's a lot better. You know, like so.
Well, you can still always post your videos on Twitch, and people will go to those and watch, and you'll get subscribers that will be a part of that. And then those people that see you on Twitch hopefully will come over and get their live, broadcast information when you're broadcasting live on YouTube.
Yeah. Probably. Oh, Jesus, I didn't even see the sign saying it was going back down to 40. Because I think I'm all set to go. I've got a job that goes from where I am currently to Taiwan. And I've routed myself so far back through all that, the awesome bit. So I've beefed my Scania up to a 560. Just to give me that little bit more oomph for those hills that I've got to get up. So it's basically, my route is reverse to Pagoda, so no, I don't need fuel. I don't even know why I thought I did then. What are these guys doing? Are they going to the thing or are they just parked up?
What's going on? Keep hearing truck doors slamming and car doors slamming, and I don't know what's going on.
Stuff.
Yeah, just somebody delivering shit or whatever, who knows? Delivering stuff.
Mm-hmm. Why do I hear reversing? Is that a job? Where he's just reversed and parked there and just left his thing on.
Wow.
Well done, Muppet.
He may be just looking at his map or whatever. I've stopped, not in the middle of the road, I've pulled off to the road, so I put my
Oh, he's pulled
flashers on and...
Yeah, he's pulled off, but he's just in reverse.
Oh. Let's see. Now see, when I search you, it doesn't come up with Mumsy Gaming. It comes up with your Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer live.
Yeah.
But what I see first in the list is this Mumsy Wumsy.
Are you putting a space or are you leaving it as one word?
I have a space. Mumsy Gaming. YouTube. That's what I searched it by.
I don't know.
That's my point.
Well,
you have to kind of look at that.
Well, it depends on how you've got the order sorted too when it finds things. Have you got it descending or ascending?
Huh? Let me go look.
You can change the way that things are.
I just have standard default YouTube settings, whatever they are, for the search or Google search.
Yeah.
That's what most people are going to use. But the first thing comes up is this Mumsy Wumsy.
Yeah, but what's the order? When you search, there'll be a way to sort the order.
Okay, I don't know. I've never, like I said, I use the default setting.
Yeah, well, you don't have to go in and do anything special. Setting. It's right there. Once you search, you can sort what you found by an order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't give me a choice like that. I just see settings, search settings. I can go and choose under the settings section. Safe search, fast results, results per page, blah, blah, blah. Use private results, which is what's set. Speak answers for voice.
Well, if you subscribe to me, you don't need to search for me. I'll show up in the left hand side.
Right, I've already subscribed. Yeah. I've already subscribed, so I have that. But that's the point is, I'm saying anybody who's searching.
Well, if they're searching for me because they've had me on Twitch, they'll know what my logo looks like, and they will find me that way.
Yeah.
They'll see my logo.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my head at you, Tom. Thomas.
What's that?
I said I'm shaking my head at you. Now you can see my facial expressions when you frustrate me.
I don't bother myself with it. What I do like the quality of the graphics better here. And I do like the that part of it. The only thing I would try to do is, I would try to find a way to, if people are searching Mumsy Gaming, to find you easy.
Well, dude, I can't define how they got their search settings.
No, you can't. You can only define, perhaps, how they find you in that search setting by whatever the default settings are. Well, that goes down to the SEO part of what I'm talking about. Like, who the heck is this guy, Mumsy Wumsy? I'm just curious. I go click on him.
I don't care. It's not me, so I don't care.
4 subscribers. His is set up under games. Kind of strange.
So is mine. Gaming.
Weird. Well, he has a really crappy page anyway. I think it's a kid.
Yeah, well, stop talking about him.
Yeah, that's a good
I don't
point.
need to talk about him on my stream.
It's terrible what he's got. No, your quality's great. Looks good. I can even see the map, the small map, which is what I like. When you enlarge it and you start looking at it, you can see, where you're headed to. You can see the route. You can see uncovered territory, new territory, territory you'd already been. Clypedia. Clypedia. Yeah, the graphics.
And the good thing is, we're streaming straight to YouTube. If someone does run into me and I go to report them, the video's already there.
Mm.
So there will be no requirement to have to edit and create a new...
You could even create a Mumsy Gaming Facebook account.
Yeah,
You know, spread your social media.
That's the other thing I can do. Well, I've got to work out how to put a overlay over the webcam. Oop. Ah, God, I hate it when I open up the wrong app on my phone.
You know, even the graphics in this YouTube, they make it look more realistic.
Install an app. Now I can't find it.
Yeah, I like this.
Streamlabs.
Quality is so much better.
Why have I got to log into Streamlabs again? See, that's a pain in the butt if I've got to do that every time. Because there's an app you can use on your phone which can control the settings. So problem is I can't read my phone. Webcam. Did that turn the webcam off?
I can still see you.
Yeah. Well,
For now,
yeah,
I gotta wait about 8 seconds.
Yeah, I know. But I've pushed the button, so it should have...
there you go. You're gone now.
Alright, so that's when I can be naughty.
The picture is gotten much nicer.
Shut up, asshole. Right. And then what I can do...
Yeah, you need a smoke break? Here you go.
Is this... So I can then click that, and then transition. So the screen should now come up as be right back. In a second.
Quick break. Be right back.
Yeah. And then I just go that, and then that. And it'll come back in a second.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's handy because when I'm... The problem is I can't read my phone very well. Oh, going too slow.
Yeah, it'd be
but it's
nice
handy.
if you had
Yeah.
another computer, but...
Or another monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I can't read the chat when I've got this thing open. That's the only issue. I don't think.
Oh, that's a good point. You'd have to have a second monitor, an overlay screen or something. Another instance running.
Yeah, so that's why I normally have the...
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. Because you can't see people chatting inside.
No. So it's handy
Unless
to have
you
that on my
minimize it.
phone, but yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah, it'll work for now. You raise these are really interesting things to see because now, getting a clearer picture of how people actually do, their, I guess we would say, making themselves known, not only making themselves known, but using the right collaborative tools
Mm-hmm.
to get their network built, their community.
Yeah, well, it's the same
Because they
thing.
would have Facebook, they would have this, they
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
probably even some type of chat accounts or whatever,
Twitter.
that could answer questions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And ignore the annoying people.
Well, how am I going to ignore you?
Can't. I have superpower. You don't. Oh, you're in the multiplayer, so you can't bring your partner.
My what?
The woman, can't bring the partner. I forgot about that.
No. Still got my cooler. Overnight bag.
That part you can bring.
Bobbleheads.
Bobbleheads, yeah.
But I can't have the cool Wally one.
Yeah.
Or the minions.
Yeah, those would be pretty cool. It's so silly they don't allow, some of those things to
Yeah,
be
well,
incorporated.
it doesn't affect the gameplay, so... like...
I really don't understand that.
And they're hugely popular, so, it's not like... the guys
Right.
who... And it doesn't actually... I think the only time they really update it is when they add new stuff. They don't have to update them continuously as the game
I think maybe,
updates,
they think that people would... But, it would be nice if they allowed people to put their own little logos up or something of their own stuff,
Yeah.
Like, you could have, instead of a flag up there, you'd have a little banner, Mumsy Gaming.
Yeah, well, one of the things I use in the single player allows me to put a thing on the back above the bed bunk. So I've just got to work out how to customize that to my logo somehow, or even just Mumsy Gaming.
Can you, instead of the live broadcast, you could probably put the Mumsy Gaming thing up in the right corner. Bet. The logo. You could broadcast the logo.
Well, I can broadcast my logo anyway. A lot of people do it because it allows them to... It's basically a watermark. So, because other people are unscrupulous and will download your content and then re-upload it as their own. So...
So what you have to do now is to create your own Mumsy Gaming hats and T-shirts.
Yeah.
Bobbleheads.
Yeah.
You create your own fan pack, and then have people buy it for $2, $3. There you go. You're gonna raise money. That might sound funny, but I bet it would work.
Well, Streamlabs actually has a merch store that you can use. So it doesn't matter where someone is, they can buy things. I was actually going to change into 12th gear manually, but I've got to turn, so... Yeah, so you know how I said about the zoom feature, right? So you can set a button on your mouse to zoom, if you recall.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Because some of the dashes are quite hard to see. right? You can't always make out the
detail
of what it's, all the numbers, you can't make them out properly. So with the zoom,
Yeah.
at least you can go like that, as you'll see in a couple of seconds.
in a second. Oh wow. That's nice. How did you do that?
Well, you said, because your left mouse button doesn't do anything when you're in the truck.
Uh-huh. So you set the left mouse button on the zoom command in the game controls?
Yep.
Okay, got it. You can assign it. All right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right. I didn't think of it like that because when you are in the truck, you're not using your mouse. I mean, not the buttons themselves. You move the mouse around occasionally, but realistically, you're not using the button. The only time you're using the buttons is when you're outside of that cab. But these controls are designed for inside the cab, so yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah, it's the only place you use the mouse button, unless you're in Truckers MP. Then of course the right mouse button, so you can go over the
Having
top.
the phone is kind of a pretty cool item if you could actually interact with answering it on your steering wheel.
Yeah.
But, you know, there's other things that would be better.
Is he
The
going
whole
to
music thing is, I think it's okay. People who want to listen to music while they're driving and all that, but
Alright, so I got a clown coming up behind me fast, so hopefully he's going right.
whoa,
Three
he
of
sort
them,
of came over
actually.
for a second. Oh yeah, let's see what you're talking about now. Some delayed.
So if I lag right now, he's just going to slam straight into the back of me. Or if he lags, you know, he could rubber band into the back of me. Yep, they're coming this way. It doesn't matter what server you're on. You get idiots on every server, as per usual.
Yeah.
It's always going to happen. Always.
The only thing you do is pull off in the gas station or something and let them go by.
Yeah. He's backed off a little bit now. But like I said, if they run into me, I don't need to create a video of it because it's already here.
You've got it already.
I can just link them and tell them the time in the video to look.
So you can report them after the video's over, is that it?
Yeah.
You don't have to right click on them in the box while
Well, I can do that. But I don't need to.
Okay. I always thought that you had to right click on them and report them.
But you don't have to.
Because they'll disappear out of the box.
Yeah, it doesn't
Where
matter.
do you... Doesn't matter, huh?
Because I can watch the video, say at this time, because I'll roughly know where.
So you can initiate a report without selecting them, is that what you mean?
No, I go to the website and start and do the report. But you need video, you need evidence to do it that way.
To show, yeah, that's the video then. Yeah, got it.
Like I said, when we've been playing together, and how I tell people that I am recording.
Yeah.
And generally, most of the time, they stop being an idiot. Because they know that potentially they're going to get a ban.
Yeah.
You know, because I've had it too many times where doing a 3,000k job and I get run into it with less than 1,000 k's to go. You know, you've already done 2,500 k's and some moron just overtakes you and then cuts in too early. See, I'm not sold on the not having that mirror up while I'm only on one screen. You know, like so you can see both mirrors. This is me using my mouse, but yeah, I'm kind of getting used to it for myself, but I just think sometimes having that mirror there is beneficial when you're streaming and stuff, so people can see, like, you know, is he riding the line, or, you know, if I'm in the UK or a dual lane, am I driving like you know, half in both lanes. Until I get it like a track hat or something. Because then track hat, whenever I move my head, I'll be able to look over at that mirror without having to grab the mouse. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. Get it.
No, I'm on cheat mode too. God damn it.
Cheat mode?
Yeah.
You mean no tickets, huh?
No. I got a ticket before. I forgot to adjust the trailer stability.
Well, the first time that I went and adjusted the trailer stability, I took it down to half and I almost flipped. And then I was like, whoa, take it down to a quarter first to get used to it. And now it's down to half. But you really have to plan for that. I don't try to go into turns, you know, hot and fast anymore. Or into what I would call is like these, what do you call it, sort of banked turns.
Let's fix that. God, I hate multiplayer for doing this. Off. So the other thing is, where was it? Oh, the keys and buttons. There, I'll show you where to do it. Camera. Yeah, so camera control, like zoom interior camera is what you're looking for. So you just set it as your left mouse button, and then you're good to go.
Camera controls, I see now. Zoom interior camera, left button.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then
you select it first and then click on the left button and it'll assign it to the left button. Got it.
Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to set.
What do you use for the look left and look right? You don't have anything assigned. I guess you could use the...
Use my mouse.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's really the best way. There's no immediate way to do it except for left arrow and right arrow on your keyboard, but what the heck is? Oh, that's assist action. And what is that? Assistant action 2, 3, 4. Is there different views of the route advisor? I guess. Next page, route. Oh, that's just, I guess, info.
Yeah. I'm just trying to remember. There's other things I've changed.
Yeah.
With the multiplayer and with the single player account, and I like it a lot. So I want to adjust these as well.
Oh my gosh. Where?
I did have 4 viewers there for a second. No.
Oh my god, I sounded like an old man there. Just heard that.
What do you mean sound like?
Yeah, yeah.
What's this sound like? There was a look right, interior look right. For that one. Now it's either interior look right or just look right. I can't remember which one it is to have. So I will test it. Yeah, so now on my mouse, I can just grab my mouse and just push a button and it will take me at least over in the direction. But I'm going to try the other one. Because like I said, I'm not 100% sure which, without going into the other camp, I have to log out of here and I'll try that one. See, that's the slow look, right? It's the one that you can hold. Doesn't jump straight over, which can be just as good if you know you're coming up to something. You can, so I can zoom in. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm headed to the kitchen, so I'm not at the screen. I gotta get some food. Something. Maybe something to snack on.
Like I said, I'm just going to do this one job. It's just more a test to see what the stream was like.
No, it looks good. It's definitely nicer quality than Twitch, and it's probably because of the standard requirements you're talking about. But
well, I can stream in my actual native resolution instead of having to downscale it to 1080p. If you go into the settings, you as the viewer can change how you view. So I'll go in here. One for the map discovery. So many of these little server stations in the Baltic Sea area. And I think there's more than in the other countries. So you've got to really be on top of going in and out of them. Because like you've said, or we've both said, when it comes to getting that 100% map discovery, it's going to take a while because you're going to end up having to go back over the map, like zoomed right in bit by bit to see, did I go to that petrol station? Did I go into this rest stop up here?
Well, it's all the little nooks and crannies sometimes that show up. What I mean by that is there's small sections of the road don't necessarily get picked up like we talked about.
Yeah, well,
So
the
it
proof
makes
is
it
in the
difficult.
yeah. Well, the proof of that one, which is actually quite easy, is the quarry road in near Lovino in Florence. The quarry to the north. When you go in, if you don't pay attention when you're driving in, you'll drive in and you'll just skip immediately past that little bit
Well,
that
I think
doesn't
that
get spotted.
yeah, I think all the roadways and the highways should be included in that achievement. Not necessarily every single gas station, every single little, every place that you deliver to, everything else, because you're now talking about having to go to every single company and every single location for deliveries.
And hotel and car parks. And this is why I've said to you before too, that you just got to be mindful of going into every location, because of if you're trying to complete the achievements, if you like the service stations for the France one is a different story, because if you need fuel, you need fuel, and some of them you've got to go in half a dozen times anyway. But you should be keeping a list of the ones that you have delivered to, so that you know, right, I don't need to go here again.
Yeah, I just think for those players that are not going to try to cover every single inch of the map, it's realistic to have the achievement in levels like I said, all the highways, all the roadways. I get it. Maybe it's a highway achievement. Maybe then it's the highway with roads achievement or something like that.
Oh, it's a GPS achievement. So
yeah, exactly.
Discover everything. And that's why you got to stay on top of it when you are driving on these roads. Yeah, I probably would have normally rerouted myself. Pay attention to the speed might help. For this job, because I know pretty sure I've been on every road.
The achievements I like are like the ones, where you deliver to the fuel, right? And the Scania achievement or the Volvo achievement. Even those are kind of easy. It's also like the different cargo sizes, the big load, those achievements, the train and the service boat and those are interesting.
Yeah.
Although in multiplayer,
can't do it.
What I have found is when I can't do it. Yeah, it kicks me out.
Yeah, because it involves using AI.
Right, it involves using the escort vehicles, which in AI in the process, which they, it's not compatible.
No, because the AI might run into another player. Not that the AI work very well anyway, but that's another bone of contention.
It would be kind of cool if they had like achievements for, okay, you're, let's say, 4 people or 5 people in a convoy, or let's say.
Well, they're not going to do that because the game isn't made as a multiplayer. So that won't happen until SES pull their finger out and make their own multiplayer, which you launch from the game itself, not an external application.
Oh, good point. Yeah. So, but
because
how
do you prove you've been in a convoy?
Right, but it could still be a Steam achievement.
Well, no, because Steam don't set the achievements. The achievements are made by the developer at the request of Steam.
So then in Truckers MP, they would have to set sort of some achievement things.
Well, Truckers MP don't care.
They don't care, yeah.
Because they're not the developer, it's not their problem. They just want to be able to play together. That's why we have Truckers multiplayer. Otherwise, you're stuck on single player. And there's some people who couldn't be bothered with multiplayer.
Hmm. I'm surprised. I guess that when they originally did this, they only designed it as a single player, which is the,
Well,
you know,
it's
the case.
still
But
it's
I'm
still
surprised they
only a single player.
Hmm.
Because the multiplayer is a modification.
Hmm.
Need to shave. On lemon tea. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm probably going to try and start that job tomorrow.
Hmm. So did you find all the routes that you? Well, you're still working on the total route, or have you?
Well, I can't do the total route because the stupid GPS only allows you to do 10 waypoints. And I need to use most of those to travel through South America, so...
Wow.
So that's probably what I'll do, is I'll set a certain distance and make that my goal for each session. Possibly. You know, because when I went from... was it San Luis in America? Down to Sao Paulo, that took me 7 hours. For that 9,700 Ks. I'm now... well, I'm not sure how much further south I am, but total distance, well, I know it's 1,700 to there. I'm probably another 3,000 kilometers further south, so that'll give me, you know, say 12 to 13,000 kilometers. And that's why I'm going to use the Scania, because it does have the two, it does have the odometer and the trip meter. So the lower one is the distance already covered.
Yeah, I have to figure out how to. I think you told me how to reset the odometer after each section.
Trip meter, you mean? Besides buying a new truck.
Yeah.
You know, and it can be handy for, you know, when you're doing jobs for the company. You know, like we did a couple of jobs the other day when we were playing on multiplayer, and then the issue we had was, well, we come up short. One job, you know, I think you were 3 kilometers longer because you missed a turn and had to muck around doing a U-turn. So it was 787 Ks for me, and you came in at 790 or 791. You know, we're 10 kilometers short of submitting the job as a division job. You know, like that close. So it can come in handy that you can kind of keep an eye on, like, you know, what distance you've travelled. So I got about 15 minutes left.
So the recording sessions are hour-based?
Yeah, see, well, no, I'm only going to do this job. It was just more of a test thing, you know. See, so I'm going to watch it myself as well. One, you know, so I can definitely check my mic quality. Is it coming through clear? You know, is it to my liking? Regardless of what you say, it's got to be to my liking as well, because it's my content, and I want to make sure that, you know, people can see and hear everything.
Yeah, sure, you should
You know,
review it.
Yeah.
But it's the highest standard setting that they have for, but you know, to me it looks fairly good.
It's not the highest setting. You can go higher. But that's
on the resolution capability.
Yeah, but that's not the resolution capability of my monitor. It's not a 4K monitor. Otherwise, I could stream 4K, which would be even better. But yeah, but the 1440
what's the max that it lets you stream?
Well, it comes down to your internet as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the max I can stream right now is the 1440. Because that's what my resolution is. Got it?
Which is, you know, that's the resolution I'm looking at. But it's a.
But you can downgrade it.
You'll have to.
You can as a viewer, you can downgrade it to 1080p. Because if your internet's not good enough for 1440, you can take it down to 1080. You can take it down to 720, or even worse if you wanted to.
360.
Yeah, which would be pointless.
I've looked at it.
Yeah.
720 is still kind of like what I would consider to be low.
720 is normally kind of okay.
It's 1080 better.
720 would be the lowest you would want to try and watch it.
Yeah, the 1440 is really a nice view.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, it shouldn't be squished.
It's not. In my opinion, it's not.
Yeah. Because downscaling never really works properly, so. And you know, upscaling can appear pixelated and horrible as well. You know. I hate those little slowdown points like that. Like change the speed down to 70 for like 20 meters. Thanks.
Well, we went right back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now.
So sometimes I don't bother, but then it extends and goes down even lower, so.
Oh.
Catch 22.
Yeah, when it goes down even lower, that's when you're like way over the speed limit.
Oh, remember this spot? See that camera?
Well, I've got to wait till I get to that point.
I think I remember this spot. Where are we? Yeah, I remember that spot really well.
I'm trying to see. Oh, wait a minute. I'm now coming up to the point in the video that you're talking about. Oh yeah, with the. This looks familiar to me.
Yeah. Oh. It's the point where you got booked for speeding when we were halfway through the job on the tour. And we did the tour achievement. Remember? Even though I told you 70 ahead, so you blow through at 78.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, where's the tolerance? That's why the road on the right hand side, when you can see it on the GPS, is already driven on.
Highlighted. Yeah, I see it now.
Drove in there to do a U-turn. So we could go back and you could get another job.
try again without any fines or tickets.
Yeah, you can cheat and turn all that stuff off, but I don't know.
Yeah.
By doing that, it just says to me that you're shit.
Well, it just basically you're cheating yourself. But the other day, when you were doing the, I guess we'll call it that death tour through the up the hills and down, some of the AI interaction was just like overwhelming.
Yeah, and that's with the that was with an improved AI mod. Improved.
Right. I mean,
Like,
yeah. And how
So,
does that work?
I gave that mod the old HEVO.
It tells me that they haven't taken into account, or the mod person didn't take into account the setting that should be set for that AI.
Well, what it also says is that SCS are clueless, because when you play single player and you come to a dual lane roundabout, AI will be in the right hand lane, right, and turn left. They won't be in the center lane, they'll be on the outside lane and turn left.
Yeah, they're not going to do it from the center lane at all.
No, well, they should be in the center lane.
You'll only stay in the center lane, and, you know, well, it's rare anyway they stay in the center lane, but most roundabouts what I've seen is they only go into the center lane as they are looking to go farther around the circle, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And they don't want to be caught up with all the traffic turning out.
Right. So you've got a 4 point. You've got a roundabout, traffic circle, whatever you want to call the bloody thing.
Yeah, it's a 4-point exit.
Yeah, dual lane. Right. If you want to take the third exit, so you don't want to turn right, you don't want to go straight, you want to go left. Which lane should you be in?
Well, if you're going to take the first or second exit, you should be in the left.
Yeah, so, yeah. Well, no, the first exit. Why would you be in the left lane if you want to take the first exit?
You'll be on the outside. You're not going to be on the inside lane of that.
Well, I'm talking...
That's my point.
Well, only if you're in the UK.
No, they did that way in Thailand. Like, for example, the Victory Monument. You can look it up on the map.
Yeah, and they drive on the right-hand side.
Oh.
Or left-hand side. Right-hand drive? Left-hand drive?
Yeah, they're left-hand drive. They're like same like US.
So you're telling me if you want to turn right there...
Oh, no. You're right. It's not to turn right. It would be to turn left.
Yeah. Because I'm not talking about taking the first exit. I'm talking about taking the third exit. When you're driving in Europe, not the UK. So it's the same as America. If you want to turn left and it's dual lane, you should be in the center lane, not the right-hand lane.
Right. Well, oftentimes, though, even on these roundabouts, I don't like roundabouts, to be honest with you. But if you get on a congested roundabout and you're in the inside lane or the center lane, whatever you want to call it, it's extremely difficult by the time you even get around. It's kind of silly by the time you get around to get over to exit because you're trapped inside. People won't let you over. So I don't like them for that reason, especially during rush hour. The rest of the time they're fine.
Yeah.
See, in America, we only have that in various circumstances in towns, cities, or whatever. But we typically will do over-under. Where you could go, where one set of traffic will go under, another set of traffic will go over. or clover, like you talk about it, but you can't do that in the center of a city.
No, God no.
Can't have it. So I think now that I think about it, I think that's why they used a roundabout, because it was in the center of the city.
Hmm.
Seems like there should be a better, some better option.
Just noticed, has my camera stopped working? Can you see my webcam?
Well, I'm waiting. I'm looking for it now, and I don't see you
Oh,
right now.
why the hell?
You turned yourself off.
Ah, because I didn't turn it back on, dumbass. There we go.
That's why I was saying that you could probably put up a logo at times when you're not, there, so people see that.
Well, no, it's just, it's more, it's still not showing,
No, it's not. I tell you.
and it's enabled.
That's interesting. So when you disable it, how do you turn it on and off? Uh-oh.
Looking at my buddy. Almost crashed. I was looking at my phone to see if...
Whoa, I see now. I'm gonna clip this. Hang on.
Piss off.
These wonderful moments.
Can you clip on YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't do it yet.
I thought this job was going to
You
some
probably
editor.
can. There's probably some editing software or something where you can do that. You can render it.
Clip it.
Take the section of that recording. You got damage or no?
No, I didn't get any damage from it.
Oh.
So suck it.
Yeah, not fair,
Why the hell isn't that working now? Wake up.
That is strange that it didn't come back on. Does that mean that you have to say, like, be right back and then enable it and then come back on?
No, because I'm on the live
Should
page.
come on anyway.
It should,
Yeah, because when the first time you turned it on, it showed up after you were streaming.
Yeah. After the be right back practice. I got to find a better pack.
A better driver or what? What do you mean?
No, better pack, you smart ass. For Streamlabs. Because I want to be able to do a starting screen that allows me to...
Looks like you're headed to a port.
It's definitely died, hasn't it? Oh, see, look how early I pushed the brake and I still went through the red light. Well, only a little bit. But...
Another mumsy moment, you mean?
Another zero braking assistant, you mean?
Oh wow, yeah, you rolled right through it.
Yeah. My front wheel went just over the line. But that's enough.
That's so unfair.
I might have to plug the camera into a different location or adjust settings or something. I don't know. I know that's why I want to do these like little jobs like this, little streams.
Yeah, so you can see what
Well, I can
the
iron.
outcome is
Yeah.
rather than
Well, I
take
can iron out any problems. And
Mm.
you know, this is a problem because it was working fine. Why is it not showing it anymore?
You should have the ability to like buy some houses around here and you know stuff like that.
Why?
Farms.
Why?
Well, it's for your you know that way when you go from country to country, you have homes in each country.
Well, that's why you buy garages.
Yeah. Integrate in the diners and the coffee shop.
Turn that thing off now. And just use the cab. It's pretty easy, this one though. Should be. Should just be able to pull up here. Like I've done it before. I'm just inside the line on the
There you go, you're
side.
in.
But I'm still inside. The lovely
Not bad.
Volvo death rattle.
Death rattle.
When
It
you turn
shuts
it
off.
Yeah, listen to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do I...
Even though you got a couple tickets, you get excellent. Wow.
Yeah, because it doesn't rate the tickets.
You ran past the spot. You went over the stop sign. It's not like, you know, you missed your turn and went 350 kilometers out of the way.
Like you do.
Yeah, like I did.
Alright, so I own that one.
Drive into the toll barrier. An electronic, what do you call it? The pass, telepass.
Yeah. So now what I need to do, I need to find a job that takes me back to Kaliningrad. Basically, or as near to it as possible. But you look at it, there's just nothing. Oh, maybe I've got it set the wrong way around.
Oh.
Kaliningrad. I hope you say it properly. You know where I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to run, man. I gotta make some calls and I've got to do some stuff. But
well, I'm going to bed anyway. So.
Are you? I'll be around this evening.
Yuba. That's all.
Yeah.
Look for a job later.
And I need to get this thing finalized, so I've got to go edit it.
Well, what I want to see.
And send it off.
I bet you that camera just died.
What?
No, it's showing there. So why isn't it showing on the stream? It's still there.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I have to wait till it catches up. Now you show up. I see.
Yeah, there. See?
Well, that's weird. But it's not connecting into the YouTube part of it. But now it's broadcasting through YouTube. So that's weird.
Just when I was on the game and when I deactivated it
It did that, yeah.
that I've got to figure out why. Alright, well, anyone who's watched, thanks for watching.